Bro, I've been seeing this everywhere on my feed. Everywhere on my feed. The Marvel's Rivals drama is nuts. This might be our last react before he gets here. Otherwise, if not, we'll do the Tommy G video.
I haven't heard of video game drama this big since the whole Dream Minecraft speedrunning saga. What's happening with the Marvel Rivals $40,000 tournament situation is pretty bizarre. In a nutshell, there was a Marvel Rivals tournament with a $40,000 prize purse. There was a player by the name of Kingsman who really wanted to take this seriously, making a mention that this money would be very helpful to him as a college student.
You don't even, I mean, you don't even have to be a college student, bro. 40 bands. Like, do you get what I'm saying? $40,000. This is the same way I feel about the NASCAR tournament. I don't care if I'm a billionaire, bro. $100,000 on the line. You could have told me $20 on the line. If it's money on the line, I'm performing.
And the rest of the team didn't seem to take it all that seriously, and eventually when Kingsman was trying to, you know, make changes to the team comp so they could better stand a chance
You'd be the one
at
to
winning,
be 0-5.
they all attacked him, and eventually it led to him getting kicked from the tournament. His team then went on to place second to last in the tournament.
He got kicked.
He dies.
Why the graphics so...
Okay, guys. Pace and point proof.
Oh man, these are lobbies they give me every time I boot up, gang. I feel like every time I play with Randeezy's, these are the lobbies I get.
Right now. Do you understand?
No, it's well, you've been making me play circles.
Hold on, let me pay attention to the dialogue.
Proven. Right. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No, it's well, you've been making me play circles.
How do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Oh no. Okay, no. Being told to shut the fuck up by the person that's Hey, look, I'm man enough to be like, you were right, my bad, gang. I'm man enough. I'm man enough to say my bad if I ever go over 5. I'm always man enough. I'm man enough to eat it if I was talking shit and I went over 5 every time. Gotta be.
Not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because
it's not even the end of the game.
Hulk isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like, 4 people are.
No, because he has 18 kills. Bro, get a nigga credit. You won because of him. Duh, he's slaying. You would have had no chance. All right, if you subbed in anybody else.
0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like, 4 people are dying here. That means 4 of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
I saw this a couple days ago and I was so confused why anyone would be joining a tournament if they didn't actually care about winning at all. So he is very clearly trying his best to help the team win. And they were talking about like how toxic and annoying and insufferable he was, things like that, which eventually led to him getting kicked and being like disrespectful, that kind of thing. From all the clips.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Let's confirm that's true. Is he actually a top 20 player in the world? Because if he is, why are we having debates? Just listen. He's the #1 ranked Magic in the world, and they don't want to listen to him? That is hilarious.
I've seen, he never made any like personal attacks against anyone. He was never even like overbearing or like yelling and screaming. The closest he came was in this clip here where he's like, do you understand? Like, case in point, we should make a switch. This isn't working. Our Widow is 0-5-0, which is a very fair point and a good suggestion because it clearly wasn't working. They may have won the point, but I think it's a large part because Kingsman put the team on his fucking back here. Like 18-2, he was kind of going Insano style. I don't know why this became such a huge issue for his teammates where they hated him so much for trying to win that they started insulting him after the fact. And that's where most of the drama stems from. Them refusing to switch is one thing that feels like it's kind of trolling and just intentionally throwing the tournament for the sake of vibes, which is weird because, again, just go play quick play or something. Why even bother going into a tournament if the goal isn't to try and win it? He made it clear he wanted to sweat because this would be very important money for him in his situation with college. Now, I also heard that when the tournament was put together, there wasn't an announcement about how much money was on the line. So I think maybe there was some confusion from the team where they wanted to just play for fun and sillies and goofies.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. There is no way they found out after agreeing to be part of a tournament that there was $40,000 on line. In the many tournaments I've joined, bro, across my lifetime, they must, if anything, they must have heard we don't know the amount. We don't know the amount. It might be 10, 40,000. We don't know. Unfathomable. And also, you don't need a reason to want to perform for 40 bands, gang. You don't even have to convince nobody you're a broke college student. It don't matter. After they agreed, it's true, Marvel Rivals added the prize money later. So in their head, they're just playing for free cash. So there's no deliverables. It's not like a sponsorship. This is just a casual Marvel Rivals tournament. That is dysfunctional.
And then once $40,000 was announced, they still
He
had
plays
that
off a
mindset.
laptop?
Meanwhile, Kingsman really
Real nigga.
wanted a piece of that pie because it would be helpful to him. It'd be like $3,000,
It was a
which is
content
a
cup.
significant amount of money, especially for someone in college where this could be very useful. So that clashed where he really wanted to win. His team, who they didn't give too much of a fuck. They didn't think it was that big of a deal. So he, throughout like their time playing together, would be making like suggestions and saying like, hey, you know, there's going to be this in the tournament, there's going to be that, maybe we should look at this, maybe we should look at that. And I think they were just getting so annoyed that he was wanting to
It was a
win
content
so
cup that
badly
NetEase decided to sponsor
they
later.
started to really resent him for it. It eventually led to like the bubbling over point where he got reported to the tournament organizer. They said a whole bunch of nasty stuff about him, and then it snowballed into what it is today, mainly because the team captain was so vocal about her disdain for this guy. She said things like, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills. You are also spending your time inside playing video games. You're a streamer. Why are you using that as an insult against...
Hey, look, Ted, you know what's crazy? I talk so much shit when I play games. I have to eat my words every once in a while. There's times I start the game talking shit and I play bad, bro. I have to eat it, bro. I can't believe she won't eat her words. My bad, you right. My fault. I'm about to bounce back. My shit was fucked up. Like, come on!
I didn't really
Come on,
detect
gang.
a lack of social skills throughout any of the footage I saw of them playing together. I guess you could make an argument that, you know, maybe his attitude could grind your gears because he was
It gets
offering
worse.
like a lot of...
You're allergic to accountability? Bro, watch me when I play multiplayer games. That's simply not true. That's simply not true. Like, let's say I play Arc Raiders, I die. My bad, you right. He cooked me. Like, I talk my shit, nigga. I'm playing 2K, lose. You win, bro. Congratulations. Come on, bro. Like, I literally do it live. There's footage of this.
advice on potential team comps, and
Duh.
he did multiple times mention
0
like,
and
hey, the Black
5?
Widow's probably
When have
not
I ever
going
been
to
0 and
work
5
here.
and
You
playing
gotta be
something
mindful
else?
of like dive comps, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to try like Bucky perhaps? And they would always kind of like roll their eyes at him and be like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's a clip I saw where one of them was like, you've got to just drop this. That's enough. Stop making suggestions, basically, about, you know, switching. It's not happening. Look, which I think is a pretty hostile response to that, because
Many
this is coming from
times.
a place of him just trying
We
to
might
help the
have
team
to hop
win.
on Rivals,
I don't
bro.
think he was being like necessarily overbearing with it or anything like that. He certainly wasn't really being aggressive about it. Like, he never got personal. He was never like insulting his teammates. He was never doing anything like that, from what I could tell. So I truly didn't see like a lack of social skills. I just saw someone who really wanted to win because there was a
You know what it is, Chad? I've seen this before. He made her look dumb. That's really what happened. And she didn't like that. That's really it, bro. That's the whole... that's not the whole story because I haven't seen the whole thing. But so far, it just sounded like she's a little embarrassed because she looked dumb. You vetoed the decision of a high-ranked player, probably your best player on your team, if I had to guess. And you were wrong. And instead of conceding that you were wrong, you double, triple down because it's better than admitting that you look dumb. You went 0 and 5, right? 0-5 is crazy. Even 1-5 would look a lot better. Going 0 in anything is always the worst case scenario. Getting 0 kills is genuinely, truly embarrassing as a gamer. If you've ever had, like, 0 in anything is bad for business.
Significant amount of money on the line, and if
He
you're
plays
in a
hella
tournament,
dirty.
why would you not be trying to win? Team captain even
We'll
made
see
this
how this
statement
finished. I don't know what he
saying,
did
I
next.
don't want to win with someone who can't take no for an answer, which is a certified stinky comment for sure. That's a big time PU moment right there for the Jumbotron.
What?
I don't know where that's even coming from.
What?
His suggestions weren't heated. Okay? He didn't start, like, you know, stomping his feet and yelling and screaming and pissing and shitting about it either. He's just like, okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll run it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. And when it didn't work, he did eventually.
Yo, gang, she had a disagreement with him and say he can't take no for an answer. No, you guys just disagree on strategy. Okay, hold on. This might give me proper context, chat. Was she the leader of the team? Like, was she anointed the captain or something? Because that would have changed things a little bit. Like, if you pre-decide that, you know, she would still be wrong in her strategy. So she's the captain. So she's making calls. So she's saying, nigga, this is the decision, and we are going with it. Okay, understood. That gives her a little bit more credibility.
They're like, look, told you so. Can we please make this switch? And then still got attacked for it. I didn't see any examples of him not taking no for an answer.
Terrible leader.
Like, yes, he did make a suggestion multiple times. Like, would you be willing to try this? Would you be willing to maybe switch here? What about this? But that isn't not taking no for an answer. That is coming from someone who wants to win a fucking $40,000 tournament. He then continued to
chat. Never mind.
insult Kingsman and I guess anyone that was supporting him in her Discord saying, yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord with not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community? Fire emoji.
Captain wasn't the widow.
This one will really get your eyebrow in
Cece's
the
the
air.
captain's house was the widow. So the captain was captain is standing up for the widow. Understood.
People that were supporting Kingsman saying they're cocksuckers and how toxic they are. Meanwhile, she has been the most openly toxic, like vocally expressing her disdain for this guy and now like his community. And let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty obvious. Most people have probably seen a lot of like really dog shit takes from people that are using this as just like a giant insult against all women who play video games. That is absolutely happening, and that shit sucks. Those are some fucking losers you can make fun of. Absolutely. But she, from what I can tell when this message was sent, was talking about like anyone that was expressing support for Kingsman, and I'm sure there probably were some like absolute greaseballs that went through and said some terrible things, sure. But to extend that to like anyone that was supporting Kingsman, calling them cocksuckers, I think is just kind of crazy, especially considering she has by far been the most mean and nasty about this. Kingsman, from what I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to like actively say like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, he was clearly upset about it, but I felt like he was doing, or at least making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that. She, on the other hand, was just openly attacking him.
Character? No,
Popular,
everyone thinks this guy's a
diver,
loser.
exploder,
He's a
like a
loser.
bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow. I need this.
Oh, I understand it now. This is a power trip, guys. I've seen this before. It's one of my pet peeves, actually. I hate when this happens. It's actually starting to frustrate me as we speak. This is somebody realizing they have a position of power and using it to their unfair advantage against the common interest of the team. I see what's happening now. I'm glad it wasn't me in that position, bro.
For my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
This is a clip I keep.
Wow, she's calling that nigga broke. Hey, yo, ma'am, I bet most of your audience is in college. Oh shit, what a misstep. Fuck, that is not what I expected her to say.
For my college, I have about 6 or 7 7 more years.
This is a clip I keep seeing spread around. That first clip is when he is explaining like why the Widow's not going to work, and they're like, "Oh, great point. Go fuck yourself. We're still playing Widow. That's all we're gonna do. We're here just for good vibes, good time, and I don't care if this money means something to you because it doesn't to us." That second clip, that is not Cece. That is someone else named Lucy, whom has deleted this VOD, so I can't even find the full context here, but from the sound of things, she is insulting Kingsman because of him expressing the want of the $3,000 because it would be very helpful to him as a college student. So then she's like making fun of him, taking the piss, even threw in an absolutely revolting 6'7" meme reference that'll make your skin crawl about it. It's just very mean-spirited. There's also another clip of her talking about it, saying, like, even if you support Kingsman, like it's fucking Israel or something. I don't even know what she was trying to say with that one. I guess since I referenced it, I'll show you that clip, too.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head, I have a genuine question. I
think everyone has a genuine question after seeing that segment there.
Yo, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, but at the same time, I'm laughing because I know in this position, I don't think I can be cool, calm, and collected, bro. And y'all know me too well. If you put me on a team with 3 people that's not taking it serious and there's money on the line, I'm not sure what I would do, I'll be honest, guys. Yeah, I guess you just fucked. Maybe I would do nothing. Maybe I'd just deafen and fucking game solo dolo, nigga.
I don't know why she would be saying something like that with this. Again, the whole VOD, from what I can tell, is no longer accessible, so I don't even know what the question she was about to ask is. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look. And she is very openly, like, making fun of Kingsman from what I can see in the clips that still exist of it. But this is not Cece. This was not someone that played on Kingsman's team, I don't believe. All of this is only the tip of the iceberg, by the way. It gets so much deeper. There was a Google Doc that was put out there from the Widow's boyfriend. The tournament organizer initially like doubled down, saying, nope, I maintain my position here. He deserved to be kicked from this tournament. He violated all of our rules. And then today he came forward very somber, like, look, I know everyone's mad at me and they're right to be mad at me. I was wrong about everything.
So they know each other. Last clip.
I looked at this misleading evidence.
Why she turn her back on him?
It was incorrect. I acted too hastily. So now he's like singing a very different tune about how, you know, he's had this come to Jesus moment after seeing the other side of the story with Kingsman. It's very clear that he was manipulated by incorrect information. He shouldn't have kicked him from the tournament.
When they come in here with the people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. Like, there's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's like difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me it was. That's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Also, Kaplunk, whom was the boyfriend in this story, is reaching out with an apology, saying that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he couldn't control his impulses. The demon had to be let out of the cage. Thus, he went in and started sending clips to the tournament organizer to kick him. The Google Doc, all that kind of stuff.
What is a Google Doc? What does that mean?
CC,
I mean, I know what a Google Doc is, but what was on there?
Was by far the most openly.
I'm sorry. I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up to 1,000 notifications from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman's. I was having a panic attack. Oh my God, bro. Like, I'm so sick of niggas having panic attacks when it's convenient. Gang. Bro, you can't. Every day, it's always a panic attack when you do something wrong, bro. Well, there's a reason why you're experiencing a lot of pressure. You was wrong. You were wrong. And you couldn't admit it, so you double, triple down, and then you look dumber. This situation doesn't exist if you just say, like, yeah, my fault. I played like ass. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because, see... Okay, so here's her apologizing after getting a lot of I don't know, probably hateful messages.
hostile to Kingsman, and anyone that was showing any level of support for him came
Google Doc was a bunch of clips and fan messages that was used as propaganda against Kingsman.
forward with an apology as well, saying, "I'm sorry, I was going off the video and forgot
Yeah,
to..."
bro, for the people in the chat that get panic attacks, anxiety, things of that nature, the same way, it is not an excuse. Those aren't excuses for poor behavior the same way that anything anybody's going through is not an excuse for poor behavior or for any of that matter. Like, that's like, you can't just have panic attacks and treat everybody like shit. You know? I hate that. Cause it's like there's people that deal with this and still hold it down. So why can't that be you? I know people that have to deal with this all the time. And it is overwhelming sometimes because your job is social media and it's thousands of people always giving their opinion on something you did. That shit has to suck, especially when you're wrong. And it's like, over your course of being online, you're gonna be wrong from every once in a while, bro. You're gonna have your moments, bro. And this is a nothing burger. This is you making a bad strategy call based off of what looked like ego, having a little bit of a power trip. This is just a bad moment. That's it. You doubling, tripling down, and then blaming anxiety just makes you look crazy.
Explicitly call this out.
Makes you
Earlier
look
today, I
crazy.
woke up with 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman.
No, I'm never
Having
wrong.
a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside.
I read it. Sorry,
A community note even got hot dropped on here straight off the battle bus saying, even after the initial situation calmed down, CC continued to bully Kingsman. And
It's so interesting how, like, when she's making fun of him, when she's clowning him, oh, we're gonna do it anyway. There's no consideration for what anxiety he could be feeling, right? Same way she's dealing with it. But when it's happening to you, we're all supposed to care. Yo, thank you for the resub, Jacob. Welcome back to the agency, bro.
speak ill of him across social media. CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. So that apology didn't really go as smoothly as I think she was hoping it would. And interestingly enough,
I mean, at least
from
she
what I can
apologized.
find, Kingsman throughout this entire thing has tried to urge people not to harass anyone that's been involved in it. You know, Zaza, her boyfriend, Cece, anyone. He's been trying to like actively calm things
Look
down.
at
to the
Kingsman
best of
post
his
on Twitter.
ability,
Can
but
somebody link it to
this
me?
Clearly blew up well beyond anyone's wildest expectations. And Kingsman actually was able to make over $3,000, which would have been his cut of the prize money should they have won the
fire.
tournament, through subs and donations the last time he streamed, which I
Oh, that's fire. Still made that money. Yeah. Apology was 90% AI. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It, like, maybe this changes in a year or two. Stop using AI to write things. It's very obvious when it was involved, bro. Like, the amount of times people are asking me for jobs and stuff like that, and I know you just use AI to write it. Stop doing that. Like, maybe it gets so good I can't tell the difference by next year. It probably will. But for right now, you're just making yourself look useless, bro. Stop doing that, bro. It should come from you. You don't know how to write? Come on, man. You just made fun of a fucking college student for being broke. You should know how to write.
believe was last.
Look, I mean, let me see the post from him. I want to get all the information. It's soulless. I mean, yeah, for sure. Anybody got the post? Somebody donated him $3K offline, which is how much he would have won for winning. Won for winning. You made me... She got her sponsors ripped from her? Okay, it's not that serious. Look. Who's this Kingsman character?
Night.
Let me see. Well, he sounds like he does a lot of rival stuff. He's #1 ranked. Oh my god. Fuck the 3,000 that he might have got from. Well, first of all, shout out to that guy for that, bro. Not to pocket watch him, but he made about 10 bands on this video. Yo, he made a 1 hour, 16-minute video, 1.7 million views. He made about 10 bands, maybe probably more, maybe 13 bands, depending on how many ads he plays on his video. Okay. Hey everyone, I wasn't originally planning on posting this, but this is first. Damn, 100K likes though. Is this the Google Doc? Damn, y'all mad close. Back up, nigga. the CC files. I don't think so. So it's just the screenshots and stuff that was taken. Look, this is my opinion. This could have been nothing. She just chose to make the situation worse for herself. I'll say this. When I get invited, yo, chat, was Jay in this tournament? Was Jay in this tournament? He was, right? Yeah, I was invited to this. I think I know about this tournament. I was invited to this. I told him I was probably gonna be busy. And I was like, but here's every time I get invited to a tournament, I ask who's playing. I gotta know the competition, right? Because if I'm going up against Tens and Shroud, I just have to know what I'm signing up for. Like, is trying gonna be worth it? Like, am I even gonna stand a chance to win? That's my first question. Who is part of it? And then the second question is, how seriously are we taking this? Okay? So, like, in the NASCAR Creator Cup, I told Ray how serious we're gonna take it. It's just me and Ray on the team. I said, it's 100,000 online. We're gonna rock out for this 100 bands, bro. We're gonna win this shit. Like, I'm not bullshitting, but I actually genuinely want to win this shit. You feel me? So that sets my expectations for the tournament. Because I've definitely, in the past, have accepted tournaments, Twitch Rivals, whatever, in a game, and then it's a bunch of sweats, tryhards in it. I'm like, damn, I wish I knew that. Because it's frustrating. Then you lost. We're in first place right now. We're in first place right now. The first race I was in second. The second race I was in first. Me and Ray are leading right now. But it doesn't matter if we were in last place. It just matters our effort level. Anyway, that being said, I will give him some credit, chat. All right. It sounds like they wasn't going to take this serious from the jump. And it sounds like they added a player to their team that probably was. And it sounds like there was no communication between them. Realistically. I will say it's just bad etiquette, bro. To have $40,000 on the line and to not care. Like, I just don't care how much money you have. I don't give a fuck how rich these people are. I'm unfamiliar with some of them. I don't know how much money they got. I don't know how much motion they got. I don't know. But like 40 bands on the line. Like, if you don't want to play, if you don't want to compete off the strength of you being a gamer and you wanting to win, then you should at least compete for the 40, bro. It's 40,000. I don't know, man. I feel like it comes off as like a lack of gratitude, and then also you look crazy to your audience, because it's like any one of them niggas that sit there and watch you play Rivals would crush for an opportunity to play for this type of money, and y'all just pretending like a top 5, top 10 character, whatever. Don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then the last thing I'm gonna say, a good leader knows when to let other people call the shots. Simple as that. That's it. All right. A good leader knows when, oh, okay, this person knows what he's talking about when it comes to this. Let's roll with that. A good leader isn't the person that makes decisions all the time. You know, it is a little wholesome that he was able to, like, not just make the money he would have made from the tournament had he won. Nigga said, we're getting you 40K in ad revenue. But the fact that, fuck the money he made from this for a second. Like, he has 150, 160, 170,000 subscribers. The momentum he gains from this video can potentially set him up to make millions of dollars in the next few years, right? If his strategy is good on the YouTube side, and it sounds like he could upload a little more consistently, but it sounds like he has a good sense of how to package videos and stuff like that. It's very hard to get these moments where everybody cares about what you're doing, right? And when you get them, these are pivotal moments. The next few days for him will be essential. If he uses it wisely, he just converted, you know, what would have been a $40,000 tournament to millions of dollars. Millions and millions of dollars. So, like, that's the wholesome part. Is the fact that, like, he technically did get fucked over, but did he? Did he really get fucked over if he ended up winning? That's fire.